What's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and this is our first look show. We're going to be talking about the NBA slate on Flex Friday for Prize Picks, January 26th. We continue with Rivals Week, and we have two Rivals games. We're going to be talking about the featured games are Mavericks versus Hawks. We were trying to figure out why that's a rival matchup. It's like a featured NBA rival matchup. We figured maybe that is the Trae Young and the Doncic drafting, swapping, picks thing. But then the next game they have featured as the rivals matchup is the Spurs and the Blazers. So we were trying to figure out what makes that a rivalry? I didn't, so if you guys know, let us know in the comments, because we're kind of curious, because it's kind of fun following the narrative. And maybe we're wrong about the Doncic Trae Young thing. That's the only thing we could think of. So if you guys know more than we do, let us know in the comments. We'd love to get a little bit more info on that. But yeah, we have 8 games, guys. We have 4 picks for you as usual on First Look. Before we get into these plays, though, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. They're just going to double what you put on. So if you deposit the whole 100, you'll get 200 to play with. That's what I recommend, because you'll be happy you did. It's just a free $100. But whatever you can afford, it's just nice getting it doubled either way. And if you are new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. A lot of these plays move on us pretty quickly. Sometimes they get removed entirely. So if you want to jump on that value, just make sure you have the notifications on as well, so you can get notified when we drop our videos. You can hop on real quick and quickly see what we're getting into and decide whether or not you want to play it. And if you guys don't mind just liking the video, the best way to support the channel. It's been helping us grow, and it gets us up into the algorithm, which gets a little bit trickier the longer you have a channel. I don't know exactly how it works, but I know it gets harder to get up into that feed. But likes are the best thing you can do to help us get in front of a larger audience. And you guys have been great about it. We appreciate you guys. We love our community here, and we look forward to it. We feel like we hang with you guys every day. We know so many of you in the comments. We see you all regularly. So thanks a lot for just helping us grow this thing. It's been awesome, guys. All right, so here are the plays we're getting into. I'm going to be running it back with Brandon Miller. They still have this line too low, in my opinion. We got him at 25.5 PRA. I'm going to be taking that for the over. And we'll also be talking about one of his demons if it comes back. Actually, I forgot it left. But so yeah, Brandon Miller over 25.5 PRA, and I'm going Kawhi Leonard over 10.5 rebounds and assists. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, I'm going to be taking Terance Mann for over 8.5 points and Chet Holmgren for over 2.5 assists.
All right. So before we get into our recap and our breakdown, we want to tell you guys about Chalkboard. A lot of you are familiar with it, but those of you who are not, it's another platform we've partnered up with. It's kind of similar to Sleeper, if you are familiar with Sleeper. It's basically you have to hit all of your plays on your entry to cash it. But it's because they give you the opportunity to adjust your lines to what you want. And if you adjust your prop to be a little bit more difficult, you get a higher payout. So kind of like the demon plays, you can make any play into a demon play or a goblin play. If you make your prop easier to hit, it just pays out lower, but they give you a lot of freedom in that regard. They have their minimum bet is $1. So we love stuff like that. We did that on Underdog tonight. Just make a bunch of slips last minute and have a little fun with it, and just drop $6 on 6 different slips. So Chalkboard gives you that same freedom. It is iOS only for now. They're finishing up the Android version, and they have a desktop version coming soon too. So just want to save you guys a little bit of time if you don't use iOS. And if you want to check out Chalkboard, there's a link in the description of the video, and they'll match your first deposit up to $100 as well. Just use code BACKDOOR, and they will hook you up with a 100% deposit match. All right, so let's get into our recap. Jordy and I we were on the opposite sides of getting a sweep for the community on our plays for today's slate. For yesterday's slate. So I had taken Joel Embiid for over 41.5 points and assists. Unfortunately, he just went for 34. So We were 7 shy of that, and it was really weird. He played 31 minutes. I thought they could have won this game. I thought they could have come back. I thought it could have been a lot more competitive, but they just, pulled him from the game, and I don't think he played any in the fourth quarter. If he did, it was for very little. So I was kind of disappointed in that. But yeah, he didn't cash. And my other play was, this is kind of hard to see. Oh yeah, Jamal Murray for over 3.5 rebounds. I thought this was just a sure shot. He went for 2. They played really bad. I know they dealt with the eye poke on Jokic, which looked really, really rough. If you guys saw that, I hope he's okay, because it looked pretty bad. But yeah, Jamal did not do much. He shot terribly tonight, and just went for 2 rebounds. So it was a rough outing on my end. But Jordy, you did much better. You want to talk about yours?
Yeah. So in the first look show, I had KCP for the under 1.5 steals. Like I said, he hadn't done this anytime he'd played them, and he didn't do it again. He went for 0, so we cashed on that one. And then I took Derek White for over 3.5 rebounds, and he had 5, so we cashed on both of those.
Yeah, Derek White cashed that quick. I think that was a first quarter cash.
Yeah, he got 4 in the first quarter and then only got 1 more in the entire game. There's a lot of that type of stuff tonight. It's really odd.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so daily show. I took Simone Fontecchio for over 19 fantasy score, and he looked great. He could have gone for way more than this. He ended up going for 21.4, but yeah, he almost did the same thing. He had like 14 PRA in the first quarter, and then I don't know, but I think it's like John Collins went crazy. He went something like 16 rebounds or something crazy like that tonight.
He's playing the 5, and he's like really small too.
Was he? They put him at the 5.
Yeah,
that's so hilarious.
It's been their lineup now.
That's hilarious, dude. And I mean, hey, 16 boards. The game just keeps changing, but. All right, and then I also took Kyle Kuzma over 4.5 assists, and he went for 5. So got the sweep on the daily show. Just wish we could have swapped it and got one of the full sweeps.
Yeah.
But... All right, you want to get into yours?
Yeah, so I laid the goose egg on this side of the video. I took Patrick Williams for over 1.5 threes made. We were watching this game together, and he just looked terrible tonight. He'd done this twice against the Lakers, and I felt good about him just doing it again. And he's been pretty consistent in this category over the last 10 games. But this was the typical ghost night from your like shooter where he just did nothing. He went 2 of 9 total from the floor, and he shot 0 for 5 from 3. So he was trying to build a house with all those bricks he was stacking tonight. And then I took Nicholas Batum for over 4.5 rebounds. He went for 3. He got 3 in the first quarter. I was like, cool, we're going to cash this, no problem. And he just didn't get a single one for the rest of the game. So I was like, all right. And he played like 35 minutes or something. So no idea.
Oh, wow. So he actually got minutes.
Yeah.
Unlike Embiid.
Yeah.
Weird game. We're not professional coaches, so I'm not trying to act like I know more than those guys. But sometimes the rotations or the decisions, I don't know if it was like just...
He only got 21 minutes. So, I mean, that kind of makes more sense.
Batum?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said like 30 something.
I thought he did, but I was looking at the wrong player. I was like,
I was like, I don't understand that. But anyways, let's get into these plays because we don't want these to move. And I'm pumped for Flex Friday. And you know what? I forgot to mention, guys, I was a little salty today because I had to like calm myself down because I like to keep it chill. But you guys know how stoked I am for the Demon plays and like NFL and stuff. And then now they've got it for NBA. And I was just like so stoked, so ready. I told my wife, like, I'm going to chill. I need a little bit of time. I'm going to just go and really dive in and try to like make some bomb slips. And I spent a long time doing a bunch of research. And then I don't know if anyone else dealt with this problem, but Prize Picks wasn't allowing me to complete any entries on desktop, on mobile. I kept going back and forth. And support had no answers for me. And I know a bunch of people in our Discord were dealing with it too. And I was just so frustrated because I had so many plays I wanted to jump on. But anyways, I'm not sure if that was something anyone else watching dealt with as well, but that was pretty frustrating. They probably just got overloaded. Maybe there was an influx of, entries with the Demons. But anyways, I was a little salty and I'm better now. I'm looking forward to Flex Friday. I'm going to go hard tomorrow. So anyways, to get us started, Brandon Miller I'm going to be rolling with this again. He is, continuing to impress. That last game, he was just dropping everything. He just looks like a total stud. I'm stoked for Charlotte. They drafted a really good player there. If we take a look at this over under, did I already miss it? Yeah, very top. All right, we got a 224.5 over under with the Rockets favored by just 5 points. If we hop over to Outlier, we can see he's just been continuing to kill it. We'd love to see all that green. A little bit more difficult of a matchup, but I think he can get this done. It's not too crazy. It's really just the assist that they kind of lock down a little bit. But yeah, this is Outlier. We love this app. It's a great statistical analysis app. It's actually really affordable if you just get the basic plan. But if you're interested in trying it for 7 days, we've partnered up with them. So they'll give you a free trial for 7 days, see how you like it. If nothing else, you get an opportunity to utilize it, but I think if you try it, you'll see what we see, that it's so awesome. It's totally worth every penny to stay subscribed. But anyways, there's a link in the description of the video if you guys want to check that out. So jumping into Brandon Miller's PRA here. Yeah, he's clearly gone over this 4 out of his last 5 games. That's correlated with his minutes. You love when you see someone just consistently moving with their minutes, and that's the case for him. And even with this 9-minute outing against the Spurs, he's still on the last 5 games averaging around 30 minutes. So you can see, most of these games, he's getting 30 plus. His last game, he was pushing 40 minutes. So I like him in this matchup against the Rockets. They are 12th in points allowed, 24th in rebounds allowed, and 4th in assists allowed. So good matchup there. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. I'm gonna, like I told you in the last time we took him, I'm gonna continue to roll this until they start to respect him a little bit more. I had this on Daily Grind. Let me just pull this back up. All right, so if we head over to Daily Grind, it looks like the odds makers are disagreeing with me here. So go with your gut. They have this favored to the under at 51.03% odds to hit the under on Daily Grind, minus 122. Looks like all of the odds makers are at 120 or higher, or minus 120 or higher for him to hit the under. So go with your gut. I'm going to be rolling with it. I feel good about it. And that's going to be my first play. And my next play, I think this is way too low. This is Kawhi Leonard's rebounds and assists at 10.5. I'm happily taking this one. If we take a look at this over under, this should be a fun game. We've got 233.5 over under with Clippers favored by 7.5. I think this could potentially get into a little bit of blowout range, but I think Kawhi will definitely hit this regardless. And it is a little bit of a revenge game. He didn't spend too much time in Toronto, but he did go get a chip with them. So, and he's been playing great lately. We all know who Kawhi is, but he seems totally healthy right now. Been playing great ball. So if we hop back over to Outlier and take a look at his rebounds and assists over the last 5 games, he's gone over this 4 out of his last 5. And the one outing against Brooklyn where he didn't hit this, he was pretty close. Anyways, he still made it to 8. Been getting good minutes again, 35.5 average minutes over the last 5. And the matchup is just middle of the road. But when it's a middle of the road matchup for Kawhi, that's a pretty easy night out for him. They are 15th in rebounds allowed, 16th in assists allowed. So I'm feeling great about this play. Let's see what Daily Grind has to say about this one. They've got this one favored to the over, 51.84% odds to hit the over, minus 127 on their odds, and we got a minus 125 across the board for the most part. Also, if you're interested in checking out the tools from Daily Grind, this is our official partner. These guys have been amazing, and they've been helping us out since the very beginning of this channel. And they're giving all of our viewers 25% off of any of their tools if you just use code BACKDOOR. So if you're interested in checking that out, there's a link in the description of the video, but definitely check this out. This DFS optimizer is so awesome, especially if you're in a hurry. It just puts all of the plays right in front of you and shows you where all the value is, shows you where discrepancies are between Prize Picks and other platforms. So you can really get that edge. So if you want to check that out, you can get 25% off. But yeah, these are going to be the two I'm rolling with for first look, and can't wait for the daily show tomorrow. You want to hop into yours, Jordy?
Yeah, man. So to get me started with mine here, oh, that's Batum. I was looking up how he failed us tonight. So I've got two plays. I'm starting off with this Terance Mann one. This is gonna be a good game. The Clippers are favored by 7.5. 233 over under 233.5. I think the Clippers are going to win this game, but I think it's going to be competitive. I don't really see a blowout happening. I could be wrong, but Toronto still looks pretty good despite the trades and all that stuff. So I like this Terance Mann play. Now, I will say both of my plays are juiced to go under, and I'm taking the overs. I'm just putting that out there now. But I can't for the life of me figure out why these are juiced to go under. Terance Mann, 8.5 points. This dude's been starting for the Clippers, and he's their starting shooting guard right now. And I haven't missed a Clippers game in like so long because this team is just so much fun to watch right now. Like even us being, John Russo is a huge Suns fan, but I am too because we're both from Arizona. But I'm just a Kawhi Leonard fan, honestly. Every team he goes to, I love to watch. So I've been kind of watching them like crazy. But this matchup's great for Terance Mann. Toronto's ranked 27th in points allowed to shooting guards, giving up 29.4 a game. So I like him to get us 9. He's shooting over the last 5 games. He's shooting 2.8 3-pointers, and he's making 38% of them. So that right there is going to get him halfway if he makes 2 threes. And then the rest he can get done in the paint, no problem. If you look at the head-to-head here, they've played them 3 times over the last 3 years, and he's gone over this in 2 out of 3 of those matchups. One of them was just on the 10th of this month, and he went for 13 against them. So I don't know why this is so juiced to go under. If you look at Daily Grind, they've got it at a 52.35% chance to go under. I have no idea why. I'm going to be taking the over for sure. You guys don't have to. You can stay away from it if you want. But yeah, that's going to be my first play. And my next play is this Chet Holmgren assist. If we look at this over under on this game, this is going to be a really fun game. I think it's going to be the best game of the night probably. Maybe actually the Suns and Pacers is going to be sick. But this Thunder, excuse me, this Thunder and Pelicans game. God, I can't stop coughing now. This Thunder and Pelicans game's got a 240.5 over under with a 2.5 point spread in favor of the Pelicans. I think OKC is going to win this game personally, but Chet Holmgren, this is another play that's juiced to the go under, and I have no idea why. Over the last 10 games, he's gone over this 2.5 assists 8 times, and over the last 20 games, he's gone over it 14 times. In some of these games, in way harder matchups. And this is an easy matchup for him. They're ranked 30th in assists allowed to centers, giving up 4.4 a game. And Chet Holmgren is like, in my eyes, if Wemby wasn't such a freak athlete, I think Chet would easily be Rookie of the Year. So I'm taking this play. He's getting 30 minutes a game, and he's cleared this line no problem so many times. So in a huge over-under game where they're going to need him a lot, I think he'll get 35 plus minutes as long as it's not a blowout in either direction. I think Chet gets this done no problem. Like I said, this is juiced to go under. Let me refresh just to make sure that that's right. Yeah, they've got it juiced to go under at it's a 50.02% chance to go under. I'm taking the over on this, and I'm going to be playing this in a ton of lineups tomorrow. Hopefully I'm not wrong on this one because I feel so good about it. I'll probably put it in like almost every one, but yeah, that's the 2 I've got, man.
All right, guys, these are the 4 we're rolling with for first look. Like we always say this, but if you don't feel good about any of these, just fade them. Like, we're just showing you what we're getting into and what we're locking in. But it's up to you to decide what you want to play. We're just here to help out a little bit, show you what we like and why we like it. But if you want to check out our Discord, there's a link in the description of the video, and we have a good community over there. It's a good resource to just have all these people together who kind of see the board in different ways, and then we just work together to build out slips. Every Friday we typically do our live voice chat where we all get together and build out our Flex Friday protected slips together. So if you want to check that out, it works out to be like 50 to 60 cents a month. A day. It's super cheap, well worth it in my opinion. And not trying to, tell you like, there's way better value in there than there is on these videos, because we always come to you guys and, this is what started everything for us, is this community right here with you guys. The Discord is just a little extra thing if you were wanting to check it out. But there's a link in the description of the video. But that's going to do it for us, guys. We hope you have a great night, and let's get into this Flex Friday and cash. So we'll catch you tomorrow in the Daily Show.
That reminds me of that part on White Chicks at the end, or with Terry Crews, where he's like, cash. Anyway, yeah, that was corny. I'll see you guys. Good luck.